Greetings, Dave Dickinson here from AstroGuys.com, and we are now live. Let me tweet out for tonight's Penumbral Eclipse. I'm just waiting right now for the eclipse to clear the peak of the house. So mid-eclipse is coming right about. I can see the moon if I stand up. The telescope for various reasons, mostly to get power and be where it needs to be. Corner of the porch here right now, right off here to my side, and we'll switch over to the eclipse. It should be in about another 10-15 minutes. Let me stand up here and see what we're seeing. Yeah, we're about 15 minutes away right now from getting the eclipse over the peak of the house here. We're in Spring Hill, Florida, so this is a rising eclipse. Let me switch over so I can see chat here. Stream. Yeah, I understand most of North America is clouded up right now. Actually, not too bad. And mute that down so I don't have to listen to myself talk. Yeah, the internet connection is going to come and go. And that's, once I get it on the moon, hopefully the other night the internet connection was a little spotty. I could switch over to my phone connection if I had to. I prefer not to. They ate all my data this afternoon, of course it just throttles me down. But Penumbral Lunar Eclipse. Waiting for it to come up so we can aim our trusty 8-inch SCT at it, and then we should have the moon in the view. This is a one-man show, so I'll be running the scope, guiding the scope, talking at the same time. Hey, we actually got a fair amount of people viewing right now. Much better than the other night. 40 people watching. Just waiting for the moon to get up above the. We're live right now.
Okay.
But we're waiting right now for the moon to come up above the peak of the house. You can see the glow right now.
Yeah.
We're live on YouTube.
YouTube.
And I just have to do this webcam right now until I can get the scope in. The eclipse is in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I got about 40 viewers here a moment ago. I don't really see anybody. I only got one monitor, so. Eclipse. It's just black. 36 people watching.
Cool.
Right now, so. That's true. There's lions out here where we are, so we might hear lions roaring while if we actually. Right now, I just hear dogs barking. I think I heard a goat or two. I can move the goat barriers too. She runs along there. 12 minutes from the eclipse. I see the glow of the moon, and if I stand up on the chair, I can see the moon.
So has it started yet?
Yeah, it's almost mid-eclipse right now, but this is the penumbral, so it's going to be very subtle. Like the moon, it's not going through the dark inner core or shadow. It's going through light outer core. So it's going to be like a little bit of shading on it. I'm only going to run it during the key time here for like an hour, so I started 3 minutes ago. And the reason I'm wedged back here is because when I tried it, this part of the porch is where I got the eclipse first. Or the moon first when it was about the same position, like for the opposite of the time. So. Okay. Like I said, light doesn't bother
you. We're broadcasting live television.
Yeah. It probably will be. Usually at night, I hear them. So I heard them just a few minutes ago, so we'll probably hear lions for here in a minute.
I'm going to the front porch.
All right.
I'll be back.
All right. Yes, it's kind of a household event here for the eclipse. Yeah, it's much easier to watch on Google Plus because I don't get the lag. Unfortunately, I can't see if my video quality is really bad or not. Let me know as you're seeing, because the internet we have a communal house internet that we're using that it comes and goes as far as connection. Like I said, I could hook up to the phone, but when I tested it a moment ago, the house internet was actually a little faster than the phone internet. So let me do a check here to see if we have the moon yet. Well, I think we might be able to get it. All right, so let's go. From back here, or from the tail rad rather, it's just starting to break. All right, I'll cover off. Yes, I'm looking at the moon. I definitely can see some shading on it right now. See if I can come to the point where I can.
The trees up front.
Yeah, that's why I didn't set on the front porch. This porch is better. It's just with the position of it. Let's switch over webcams. Let's see what we're seeing. Nothing yet. All right, flipping back over to the webcam front. Yeah, what I think it is I can see it through the finder, but through the scope on the bottom, it's still behind. It's just a few more minutes away from being over the top.
Okay.
Maybe 2 or 3 minutes here.
Chilly out tonight for Florida.
Yeah, it is. It's like 67 degrees. It's cold.
67.
Well, it was 40 this morning, at 40 degrees Fahrenheit, so. Which is cold here. All right. Again, we are waiting for the moon for the peak of the house. Exciting stuff. A few more minutes, and we'll check again. I can't, again, where the scope is positioned against the corner of the porch, I can't kick it all the way back in equatorial mode, unfortunately. Otherwise, it'd hit the corner of the porch. I have to be back that far to see the moon come up over the house, otherwise we would see nothing. So I'm going to have to manually guide this in LT azimuth mode. Not too hard to do, but equatorial would be a little quicker. It would stay basically centered. But like I said again, we ran the bugs out of this 2 nights ago and decided this was the best way to do it. Waiting for moon sign. Waiting to get the moon over the peak of the house. It eclipsed 7 minutes. But it will stay pretty well eclipsed for, we'll keep it running once we get it up and above. In about a minute or so, I'm going to go around the corner and go to the back of the eyepiece and set the scope up and line up. Unfortunately, again, where I'm setting, I can't set right behind the scope. I have to set in front of it with the scope off to the side. Probably hear my tweet deck go off and the phone go off. Everything else go off. On Earth rotation, waiting the moon into view. All right, check. Be right back. Just getting the corner of the moon into the eyepiece now.
Excellent.
See, flip cameras around here. And see what it looks like through here. Focus on the center.
Oh yeah, it's kind of good.
So just gotta get.
Cool.
It's tricky to do it this way.
Or I on YouTube will have the lions larger. But so, no. I said, otherwise, days it's more like to really it's more like to stay high during the day.
Good. It's got to clear the house.
So I asked him about the comments, and he said maybe it's more in the
It's
morning.
like 3 a.m.
Yeah, and it's not very bright right now.
Where is it going to be? I'm usually awake at 3 a.m.
Kind of over in the same position where the moon is right now.
A moment. I can't look up. I get. No, it's okay. Sure.
I just got the moon. Just trying to get some. I do. Flip this around so I can see what's going on
Oh, okay.
while I'm at the scope. It's hard for me to translate. Usually I'm behind it when I'm doing
Me
this.
to help you move the table, or
No.
okay. Ever one of those two girls to be chatting? Huh? You ever had a Savannah and Elsie to be chatting during the 11:10? Now would be cool.
Are you live right now?
Yep.
Yeah, about 40 people. Yeah. Better stick to my one beer. Don't you think? Is your stomach up for anything?
No, thank you.
Oh, no. Not yet.
I'm gonna do.
My eyes,
I'm gonna take the polarizer off.
It's a lovely little bug. Not really.
yeah, like down. Of course, I'm very fortunate. That's happened to me once in 17 years. Well, you're not necessarily having to be out and about with everybody every day. Whether, yeah, a little bit of a natural bump, which is. I used to get a Hubble Space Telescope.
Yeah, this morning.
A passover, so it's not out. What time was it?
That was 6:15 this morning.
When's the next time the space station is going to be?
For a few days still. Oh, much better. Very good. Getting to see all this real time because usually I would have it all lined up and set up and ready to go, but I had to wait for them to clear the roof.
That Staples easy button on the commercial. Yeah. Yeah, it works out well if he's doing something like a live
Yeah, I
broadcast.
just gotta get focused in. There it comes.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, you can see there's a little shading on one side of the moon.
Oh, okay,
That's
here
about
we
what
go.
we're getting for the
More
eclipse.
subtle.
See how it's shaded down here on one side? It's just missing the inner shadow of the Earth right about mid-eclipse right now. I was hoping to use a polarizer to kind of dim it down a little bit, but it was blocking the field of view, so it was hard to find the moon, so I just ripped it off there real quick. You know what?
You got it real good right now. My
Yeah.
goodness.
Of course, live it might be looking a little choppy here. What's it look like? Yeah, that's what
Not
it looks
bad.
like on YouTube right now.
Lopsided. Okay. It is very subtle, as you're saying. It's not like a super dramatic one.
I don't want to take the
I should
quality
be
up too
on,
high.
I should be on Holly so that she can.
This broadcast will be up live afterwards too. It stays up live. We'll probably
Cool.
broadcast for right now. We're about mid eclipse. Like I said, yeah, the Earth the inner part of the shadow is right there. So this isn't like a total eclipse or anything. It's what they call a penumbral eclipse. So, but it's still kind of cool. First eclipse of the year.
Yeah.
One of four. One of 2 lunar eclipses and 2 solar.
We have 2 solars, including the big one.
Including the big one in August. So we're going to go up to South Carolina to see. And there's an annular eclipse, solar eclipse through South America. We miss it here. Right after. Usually right after there's a lunar eclipse, 2 weeks later when the moon goes back around to new, there's a solar eclipse. Because the moon, its orbit is crossing the ecliptic plane just at the right point where the shadow is. So usually it crosses it. It's inclined by 5 degrees. If it were inclined 0 degrees, we would get 2 eclipses every lunation every time the moon passed around. So.
FYI, your legs are really on the edge. But okay. I say this as someone who almost just walked
check
off the
them.
side with my beer.
Yeah, this is as far back.
No criticism,
Yeah.
just an FYI.
Yeah.
Do not move.
Yeah.
Oh, I was standing on this a while ago looking to see where the moon was over the roof.
Where were
I
you standing?
was standing on the chair. I was standing on
Right
the chair.
where the chair is right now?
Yep.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
have been like,
Because I was looking to see, it's like the
Tush
moon is
over
coming
tea
up
kettle.
tonight, right?
And look up. I'd be on my face.
all right, it's looking pretty good tonight.
That's not bad. And this kind of observing can actually have lights on, so it doesn't really bother us much. Wish I could dim that down just a pinch, but
Oh, there you go.
well, that's the screen though.
Oh.
Hey, got a cat. Don't mind the cats.
Not one of the big ones.
The goats try to come up here.
Yeah, Connor's coming.
Yeah, I'm in a defensible position in case the goats come, so they can't like
Maybe we should put a
overwhelm me.
gate there. A gate on this.
This seems to work. If I'm here,
I know, but what a nuisance.
yeah. When Glory tried to come up the other day when I was working back here, I just kind of stood up and held the chair up over the thing, and she got the idea and didn't come up over
Glory
it. Yeah. She was curious because I was eating pizza. She saw I was eating, so they're like, yeah.
Some more saw you come in today too, because he brought in the was it today or yesterday? With yesterday, I think.
Yesterday.
With the produce. Because sometimes he'll bring it halfway, and then the next time he's going over, I'm going over, we'll take it over to the food shed.
Yeah, they saw the produce.
I saw that come in, and I was like, oh man, he's trying to not. That bungee doesn't cut it. He's figured out he can push that front gate.
It wouldn't be too hard to put a gate here. Well, a wooden one.
Yeah, we're a little overexposed, but you can see the shadow kind of down on the side there. Sure, I'm focusing now, but it's really back here. A little blurry.
There you go. Looks pretty good.
It's all the way over the house now. Or I ran the fireplace this morning. I saw some.
Yeah, we finally found one of those chimney cleaning lots.
Yeah.
Now we can burn actual wood.
Yeah, I ran
Which we
it
probably
a
could
bit this
before.
morning. Ran really good.
There's a safety thing.
Just clear any
Well,
crease.
and we got our 2 fire
Cars all
extinguishers for
good.
the house. And then a chimney cleaning log, burned it out.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun, isn't it, to have a fire?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I love working. I feel so Ernest Hemingway. Yeah. Fire going.
See what it looks like on YouTube.
Oh, fuzzy.
But it's, see if I dare take the quality up just because I got it on 140p.
It might make it all.
Then it might lock everything up.
Yeah, that's true.
There it is in HD. 720
Oh,
HD.
there you go. Yeah, now it's
Yeah.
really.
Still a little overexposed. I might try to pop the polarizer on it.
It is amazing.
Just start like if you
Like
stand right
over
where
here.
I'm standing, you can just see a smidge of it over the roof if you stand like right there.
Yeah, stand there and look
Kinda-
up.
Yeah, and then kind of.
I see the line. Yeah, the line is right.
Yeah, I was hoping to have that polarizer on there to have some real-time control,
Oh, you can see it with the naked eye. Pretty good.
but unfortunately the polarizer was making it look like you're looking through a toilet paper tube kind of view. So it was kind of hard to get the moon in there. So I ripped the tape off it real quick.
Top end, yep.
Absolutely.
Let me see.
Is that about all we're gonna get?
Yeah, we're at maximum eclipse right now.
Oh,
So it's going to slowly, that little bit of smudginess on the side, it's going
Yeah.
to slowly go away over the next. That's why the eclipse is 4 hours, but I'm only going to run like the key hour or so that's going on.
I just made grandfather's Swedish nuts.
oh yeah?
All right, I'm going to try
Cardamom
something
or-
here.
Did you use cardamom?
Cardamom? No.
That's just it's
I'm
one of the
gonna-
spices they use.
The view is going to go away for a second. And I'm going to pop this polarizer on the
sugar.
eyepiece.
Egg whites and butter.
Oh, I
And
did
then
with
you just take
cinnamon
it-
sugar and egg white almonds. I made those for a long time.
Oh, these are pecans.
Oh,
I can get a screw
Oh,
on.
forgot her grandfather just absolutely loves them. I make them for him every Thanksgiving. But you know, he's having a
gonna lose
96th
focus.
birthday.
oh, it's your recipe that he likes, not a Swedish recipe. That gotcha.
He loves it.
That's why I asked about cardamom because you said Swedish.
Well, they're called Swedish nuts.
Mm.
Yeah, he absolutely loves them. So I just made him a great big batch for him.
Good.
All right.
This is the one that went to the
refocus.
hospital?
Mhm.
She's doing.
Mm-hmm.
How's baby squirrel doing?
Opened his eyes today.
Oh,
I got a picture of him.
oh,
He'll be here tomorrow.
cool.
I'm sure he'll be here tomorrow. Yeah, he needs to graduate into a kennel now and get out of the box. And that he said, well, he could start eating on his own too now. And if we could add
Interesting. It's still kind of overexposing it a little bit.
Along with the
Not a lot of control with this
along with
camera.
this one, yeah.
Will Hubble be going by tomorrow morning too? Is that
Tomorrow
just-
morning, but I think it's at I think it's 6:15, I want to say.
Again? Okay.
Yeah.
Same time-ish.
Yeah, a little earlier.
Where is it visible?
It's like it was going like straight overhead. It was like coming from the west. Always comes from the west and goes. It looks like it's like about as bright as Sirius, but that star down there. But it's straight overhead. I'll probably be out here watching. Lately I've been getting up at 5 every morning.
6:15. I force myself to stay in bed. I wake up at 2, at 4,
I hate when and then I can't get back to sleep.
and then
Yeah, I know.
5.
I do. I
And
force
if I
myself
get
to
up
stay in
and do
bed.
something, then
Oh,
at
no.
like
Yeah, oh,
7
no.
o'clock, I'm in bed for another 3 hours.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's like,
Can't get up. I used to do that. I used to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and just be on my computer, and people would say, "Are you really up at your computer at 4 o'clock in the morning?" So now I make myself stay in bed, watch something on TV, hoping that I'll be bored and fall asleep.
Back to sleep. Yep.
And I have been lately. I have been.
Not too bad.
And then I fall back asleep around what's after
Good
5
amazing.
because I know exactly what's on TV at 5, and then I fall back asleep until around 7. Sometimes 7:30
Yeah.
even,
Ooh,
which is really
that's
late.
decadent.
It's really late for me.
That's way overexposed. Let's see if I can tweak this around a little bit here.
There you go.
Oh, there it is. Not bad, yeah. Getting some actual detail on it now.
See, I get- Whoa.
I know. See, I can't do
Yeah.
that. I can't do it at all. I have vertigo. anyway.
Focus.
Yeah. Oh, man. Even if you don't.
It's nice out.
Not too bad right now.
Actually, the 40's like 67. I'm like, oh, well, guess I'm going.
Probably gonna be down to
Maybe
50.
shoveling snow. You're supposed to get a
No,
blizzard
it's
up
not.
there.
Is it going to be down to 50?
In the morning. In the morning. Ooh, there's a good view.
Yeah,
Keep it
that
right
was
about
good
like
one,
that.
babe.
Just for a
You
little
can see
bit.
some detail in the moon and everything.
Mm.
Focus seems sharp. Of course, it looks better on Google Plus
the
than probably what
focus
people are seeing live. But
Oh, I gotcha. Is 50 the lowest, do you think, babe?
I think that's what it's going to bottom out at. Yeah.
Is that too cold?
I think when I saw it,
I think it was colder this morning than it will be tomorrow morning, but it'll be a little chilly.
when I looked it up on the weather channel, I don't think I saw it getting that cold.
See what my phone says. It says tomorrow. Tomorrow is 50 to, oh, it's going to be 80 again. It's going to be hot. Yeah.
What's your cutoff for Brianna and Henrietta?
It should be 60. What does it say? When is
50.
it?
It says like 51. It says like about 6 a.m. tomorrow. It's going to be 50. Like right before sunrise.
Oh, okay. And
Like
it's
an hour
just for a
before
short period of time, then it start going up, right?
Yeah. Like an hour or two.
Oh, they can handle that.
As soon as the sun gets up, it will be. It's funny, the goats are always over here. The sun always starts hitting like back by those trees.
Yeah.
And the goats are always over there in the morning sunning
Yeah.
themselves.
Yeah.
Janelle was there with them too. So it was like
Yeah.
sunbathing central.
Yeah, all the animals were
Well, you know,
sunbathing.
when we built these enclosures, we always made sure that they had, we walked around at all different times of the day to see if they all had sun. A sun field.
Yes, this is in the USA. This is in Florida. Somebody commenting. 63 people watching.
Cool.
Spring Hill, Florida. Somebody's in St. Pete. Oh, cool.
Those are all your live commenters.
I'm
or
looking.
just-
Guys, see the live chat
Oh, neat.
because it's running. Exotic butters. Okay, whatever.
60 people?
60. Yeah, on YouTube. 68 people watching right now. I put out on Twitter and just told everybody, hey. And I've been promoting it. I was in the weekly space hangout where all the journalists get together on Universe Today. That right there, and this
That
afternoon.
was earlier this afternoon.
And I say, hey, I'm going to broadcast it live, just something really low tech. Just going to do it from the porch. And whoever tunes in.
What are they saying?
Mostly like, where are you at?
Oh.
Sometimes people are just promoting themselves. Where is the comet? Not we wouldn't be able to view it with this. Just random stuff.
3 a.m.
Yeah.
That's where it is.
3 a.m.
Yeah.
in the sky.
Yeah, the scope is not
In
equipped
space-time
to
continuum.
the comet is very faint. Yes, you get very.
You're saying even with the space binocular, your astronomy binoculars, it was hard.
Yeah, I could barely. I was looking for it's Comet 45P, the full name Comet 45P Honda Merkos Pajiskova. I only like everybody likes to refer to it as just Comet 45P. It's much easier. It's the three people that discovered it in 1948. It had the three names of the discoverers. One was a Czechoslovakian name, and I'm pretty sure I say that right.
How cool is that?
Yeah, but everybody just says 45P. It's just easier to say. It's a periodic comet, 5-year orbit. It's
5-year orbit?
Yeah, around the sun. So it's in a very short orbit as far as some comets orbit thousands of years. Halley's comet was 76 years, and that's periodic. But unfortunately, it's very tiny, so it's very faint. So it's not a naked eye. We're due for a big naked eye comet. We haven't had one for yeah. If you remember, Hale-Bopp was the last good one in 98.
Oh, didn't Hayes? Wasn't Hayes?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
that was 86.
Mhm.
And
I remember we went up to watch it
we'll come
on my
around.
front porch.
Come around again in 62. We'll be over 90 by then.
Yeah.
So
It's going to come around again when?
2062.
2062.
Yeah.
I'm glad I saw it once.
Yeah.
But a big bright comet. Well, it's like Mark Twain. He was born when Halley's Comet showed up, and he always said famously he would go out with Halley's Comet, and he did. He died in 1910. Same year Halley's Comet came by. He came in with it and went out with it. So, but a big bright comet like Hale-Bopp, just there are some on thousands of years long orbits that we've
We'll
never
see again.
we've never seen in recorded history. So or
No, you
they
won't. Not if it's-
we'll never see them again.
No.
Hale-Bopp was, I think, a 4,000-year orbit, so we'll never see it again. That was an impressive one. We could always, anytime we could have a big bright comet come by, it'd be exciting.
I
We
know.
were hoping for Comet Ison in 2012. You might remember that there was a lot of discussion about that. And Thanksgiving Day 2012, it didn't. It went around the sun. It didn't come back out. It burned up. So we didn't have a bright comet. Had it come
I don't
around,
remember that.
yeah,
Must have been out of it.
it's Thanksgiving.
I think I do remember that. Yeah, because it was like, are we going to see it? Or, you know, it was a
Yeah,
big
it was
dud,
going
yeah, and everyone
between.
was all
I was going
excited.
between Turkey and watching the internet that day because there was a big when it went around the sun. If it gets around the sun and survives, we'll see it. We'll have a big bright comet, and it never did. There was a lot of. At first, we were excited. We thought it might have made it. There was a comet a few years before that we thought was going to burn up going around the sun, and it survived. But the thing is, that was visible only in the southern hemisphere, so we didn't see it up here. They had a bright comet.
Did you read about the star that there's a black hole trying to capture this burning star, and it's been going on for like a decade?
I think there was something.
Slow.
There was a news article this week. I only caught a
Yeah,
little bit of
this
it.
week.
I didn't write
I
about
read-
it. Yeah, about they caught a black hole in the act of just devouring a star.
Correct, and it hasn't done it yet. It's been
Yeah.
years trying to devour the
Yeah,
star.
I've seen. Sometimes I see the article. I just haven't. If I don't get tasked to write about it, or sometimes I'm just reading stuff that comes through my read file. But so I know a little bit about it, but I hadn't done a deep read into it.
Oh, I know. I can't get into a deep read on most things because I'm always in a hurry.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, I got to get up now. I got to go outside. It's 9 o'clock. I can't read this article. This happens to me constantly.
I try to. I try to. I have a read file in my email. Anything that when I do my first level sorting in my email, it's like if it's something like, okay, I need to look at this a little closer, like a news article, I put it in the read file, and then at lunch while I'm eating, I open up the read file and I
Oh,
start.
that's a good idea.
Yeah, it's so
Because otherwise you
email
lose it. You lose it. You can never find it.
email
again.
is a first level sort. Oh,
I do this all the time. I never even can finish reading an article that I'm interested in ever.
Yeah. Let me. All right, we're gonna lose the moon for a bit.
That's okay.
My declination arm is run out, so I have to run it all the way back manually, and then I have to recenter the moon.
I'm glad you know what you're doing, babe. Here it comes. Over the hour.
It still looks a little smudgy on one
It
side.
does. Yeah, it does.
That's basically the height of the eclipse. Not a really amazing one, but
So did you ever come to any conclusion as to what it was that David and I and my grandson saw?
no, I know it wasn't a launch unless there was something like sometimes the military does sub-like launches out of it, like
Yeah, but it
Off
wouldn't have
the
been
water.
sitting
wouldn't
still.
have been sitting there.
No, it was. It was sitting there.
It wouldn't have been. I've never seen them do like military flares or anything like that here. Like in Tucson, you might see that, or even up in the Panhandle, like those, because they would be parachute flares. But,
That right leg is. Oh,
but-
dear God. Oh, dear God. I just moved a little bit more, David.
There.
There. That's much
There,
better.
yeah, I don't want to fall off. I don't want to fall off the
know.
porch.
I got my camera. If you're going to do that, let me know.
Yeah.
We'll
We'll
talk
get-
about going live
Yeah, exactly.
into
I know, that's that dangerous stuff.
the
It's a
cell
steep angle.
We're getting a better
Well,
view now.
phone. I meant to take a moment and go back to that night and maybe grab some of those articles that were written from other places in the world that saw the same thing, but of course I haven't had time.
Yeah, and then stuff, if it's not, if it doesn't index anymore, it's hard to, maybe the Wayback Machine.
It
that has
might.
Stuff that sometimes is.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see what any of the news photos looked like.
And you can Google it, and the articles will come up that people were writing, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And there were pictures of it. We didn't have a picture of it, except in our mind.
Get the moon line back up here a little better. Do a screen grab. Maybe I'll do a photo later on. Just a
I can
still or
remember
two.
thinking when we turned down film and I was already watching it. Because it was right there, right at the end where the gate is. Right there. And I was watching it all the way from 49.
But I didn't say a word. Because
I
didn't
still
want
see a
them to think I was
little
stupid.
shading on the
Right.
moon
Well,
here.
that's interesting. Usually at night you don't see the contrails because the moon is shining so bright you can see behind the plane. Usually at night you just
That's exactly right. Yeah,
you see the
you're
light,
seeing
but
the
you see the
moonlight
reflection.
reflected off them. We're looking at
contrail.
planes flying up overhead here, and yeah, you can see that's totally it's right. The moonlight's
I got
shining
that
off the
one. Look at me.
contrail.
Look at me. Sound
There
like
you
I'm absorbed stuff.
Oh God, you gotta absorb something.
Oh yeah, but still, it's just so hard.
That's all I got.
I wouldn't
Oh yeah,
call
and fig
myself
Newtons are actually
astronomical competent. Yeah, fig Newtons are named after a town in Massachusetts. Not, yeah,
from
like
Big Bang.
heading on the Big Bang. Which don't make right.
Don't write
I
that
just
down.
drink my margaritas and he points stuff out and I keep a launcher and he lets me know.
There you go. That's a pretty good lineup right there. The moon tracking for a bit longer. Looking over at comments.
I think
It's
such an
Friday.
interesting study.
People
Like
have
I
been
said,
to the
I've
moon.
loved it all my life.
Dude, thanks for live stream. Oh, no
Always
problem.
had a telescope.
Tomorrow,
We had an
Saturday.
even bigger one than this. We had one, I mean, that was
Oh my
like as
God.
tall as I was, the body of it. I mean, it was just massive. You had to go out and build a separate building for it.
It's too hard to watch it on you on when I have it over on this bit. I've got my I can see my motion here,
Right.
but when I'm over on YouTube,
It's delayed.
there's a delay, so it's hard to keep it centered.
So you got to keep both windows
Yeah.
open so you know what you're
Yeah. See, when we do it like with Universe Today, they're following the comments. I'm not looking at any of that stuff. They'll just say, "Hey, Astroman 42 has a question about," and then I hear it.
Yeah.
So it's like to me, I'm just running the scope or like sitting there, like doing the words. I do words. I don't do like Fraser's got like I can tell sometimes too.
He's
when they've
juggling
got
questions
when
going in from
I can
Twitter and the
tell
live stream.
I can tell looking at his eyes, he's got 5 or 6 monitors because he's going like this when he's talking. It's like
5 or 6 monitors, he's looking at it at the same time.
for the live broadcasts that they do. Yeah, yeah.
they have a 6 monitor rack, like it holds 6 like computer
The big
screens.
ones.
These are uber geeks.
They're nice Uber cakes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, still a little shaded there. We'll probably go for about another 20 minutes, 22 minutes here. So a nice round hour for a broadcast will be about right. Seems like the quality is not too terrible. It's better than the other night. The other night, I asked somebody on Twitter that was actually he volunteered to look, and he was sending me screenshots of showing like, here's what I'm seeing from your broadcast.
Are you hotspotting this one from the phone?
No, we're doing it through the house network. Focus it. Yeah, it's a part of it is through the network is why it looks a little splotchy coming out of here, and the focus is changing a little bit with the camera, but I'm kind of riding the focus back and forth. Photoshop composite images, not even real pic of full Earth. Okay. And other stuff that like some things are pertinent to the discussion, some not.
Yeah. I know. There's a don't I have something else to check out? Oh, there you go. You got it.
Yeah, it's like when it gets off to the side a little bit, it's a little better view.
Cool.
Yeah, people may not see it on the internet, but it looks really sharp on the computer here. It's just not the way it's coming through. I didn't dare do it in Periscope. It's hard to have the phone hooked to the back. It's actually easier with the little camera. It is possible to have the phone hooked on there because I've never the Periscope. You got to do it through the phone. I've never done it through the laptop. Maybe somebody will probably say, "Oh, there's a way you can do Periscope through the laptop." But
I had a hard time getting her out of the house without Nala.
Oh.
She was on my butt constantly. If I move. Yeah.
Well, she got abandoned. You know, you kind of can't really blame her for wanting constant contact. Bless her heart.
so what time is the comment? Oh, the comment's about 3 in the morning right now.
Off the sled.
Another steak stealing incident?
Yeah. Over at Anya and Rudy. She knows too. She knows.
That's when you're the most vulnerable.
Because the plates are there and we're not looking at it.
Yep.
So that's where she has now stolen through.
Just lined up again.
Can't blame a girl for trying.
Yeah. You know, it's her steaks, man.
Oh, gosh.
It looks a
And she
little
knows,
shady
too,
down to one
that's her
side.
spot. She tries to get him in the shed too, but we're watching her there.
And she's still trying to, even after the incident in the chute.
All right.
By Savannah's, yeah.
I'm not sure that she really meant to go through there. She was after those plates so she could lick them.
I think she tried to get in again. I'm like,
It's
"Well, she
fair.
can't
Now,
even speak
now
for
people are
anything,
arguing
so
about whether the Earth
why
is
not?"
round. When will it
And
reach its
whether-
peak? The eclipse already passed its peak about 25 minutes ago. You can still see a little bit of shading on one side. And again, it's looking a little fuzzy because of the internet connection, but not too. I mean, it's usable here at least. I'm monitoring it on both sides here right now, so. Probably do some screen grabs afterwards.
That's a pretty good screen
Yeah,
grab.
no, it looks pretty good.
I like to look right through, like, at the detail of it and literally look
Yeah.
Isn't
through the
that
scope.
great? I do that.
But then you really see all the,
the
you know, way
craters
more
and-
than that. Yeah, all the craters. I think
Yeah.
lunar geography would just be a cool unit to do with it. They don't have to have a super ton of skills. They don't have to have the most expensive scope to
No, you don't.
do lunar geography.
No, you don't. You can just get one of those at the. There used to be a really neat store at West Shore. Stargazing and
Yeah.
the charts. And
Oh, there's a little lot.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh,
right moon.
it's getting close to my bedtime.
it is.
I know, it's past 8 o'clock.
Usually at least horizontal by now, reading or something. I'll stream something, you know, just put the computer on the end table or the nightstand. Until I start snoozing off.
Oh my
Only
God,
see
I'm
the
still
dark
watching
side.
Revenge.
Only see the dark side of the
Every time
I
you
moon.
think
have the
it-
latest scandal.
Oh,
I've been
it's a
watching it like
moon.
every week. I just pay
I
for it on
forgot to
Amazon.
watch
The Earth is
because
triangular.
I'm so hooked
Yeah.
on Revenge. Every time I think it's about over, it's not.
And
There's
probably
like
start
5 seasons or
view.
4 seasons, and I'm only on season 2.
On
Oh my
Netflix.
God, is it good?
People are arguing about whether the Earth
Oh,
is
no,
round.
I gotta watch that then. I started watching Sneaky Pete. That wasn't bad. And The Crown. I want to watch The Crown.
Get
Like
this back
that this
over
week,
again.
Valentine's weekend. It's usually our tradition on a holiday or something. We find a new season of something and we binge watch. We just get fun food and cocktail
Right.
supplies and binge watch a
There we
season or two
go.
or something.
Yeah, it
Fun.
looks really
Yeah, do that.
starting to look
It's nice
really
to have
distorted
some
here
food
through
out
the.
like that.
It's like honestly, it looks sharper through the view here.
Done.
I see comments, but they're not 45p. Yeah, we don't really have any bright comments right now.
Who sees comments?
Oh,
Yes.
somebody, who knows? Somebody commenting. 81
Oh,
viewers.
I didn't see comments.
Yeah, we never get to see comments.
Yeah, I'm walking out the door. Oh, you're not gonna be able to see it with the naked eye. You said.
No, even with binoculars, I haven't tried to see it with this yet, but I think it's still pretty faint. I haven't really been encouraged by what I've seen with the 45p with the binoculars. It's hard to even really find.
Oh,
I might
lion
be out.
whirring.
Yeah, I can see it.
That's
It's moving the mic,
people that
so.
actually hung on to the end.
Yeah. Lions roaring. See, it's moving the mic. It's definitely on the webcam. That is actual lions roaring in the background. That's my phone.
Cool. I was beginning to think they were not going to sound off.
Did anybody hear? Did
I don't know. They're probably still talking about whether the Earth is round or not. That's what I saw going on
Friday
earlier.
night. Some people are just
Friday
tuning
night.
in and have.
Elephant. Somebody says elephant. I guess maybe that's a lion. There you go. So zoology sections. Why can't I rely on NASA? Do your own test and you'd be surprised.
All kinds of conspiracy theorists. Yeah. Oh,
Oh, okay. So somebody heard the lion
somebody did hear the lines.
and actually confirmed they heard the lion. So
And they knew it was lions.
Yeah. Cool. Lions and an eclipse.
the eclipse is occurring in the constellation Leo, which is the lion. So I guess that's auspicious.
Oh,
If nothing else, that's in the same direction. Leo the lion. So I guess there's a dual meaning there.
Didn't know that. Very
That's
exciting.
very exciting. So,
Sounded off.
that's a message.
Oh, and I learned reading the other day that a group of tigers is known as a streak or an ambush. Like lions are a pride of lions. So I was reading. I like an ambush of tigers better than a streak of tigers. Makes no sense. But
I don't think I've ever heard that before.
Yeah.
An ambush of tigers?
I looked it up. I'm always curious for these because they're always the most
Who's
bizarre
gonna
thing.
come up with these? Strange of gorilla. I'm like, who did
Strange
you
of
say, a group
gorillas
or
is a good one.
herd or, I mean, I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
my favorite still. Strange of gorillas. Yeah.
Some of those are pretty. What are some of the others?
Well, there's I found
Congress?
Congress of is it hyenas?
No. It's
I've heard that one before.
I did hear Congress, but I don't remember which one it was.
I think it's a bird. Is it the vulture? Vultures?
It might be.
I can't remember.
I gotta Google it now.
Yeah, well, now we have to.
Yeah, but I just thought of that the other day, and it's like, I wonder if tigers are
I
a.
never heard of tigers.
Yeah.
It's called an ambush.
Yeah.
Because
I'm with
they're
you,
not,
ambush sounds
because they're not usually
in groups.
right. So
Yeah, they're more solitary than
very much
lions.
so. Yeah. So
Than
I
lions.
understand what you're thinking.
Pride of lions is one. Somebody sat down and thought of it.
What did you do?
I think elephants. I think are a pack.
Yes, elephants are attacked.
They're not a herd.
Wait, they might be a herd because wolves are a pack.
Well, some words are for different animals.
Well, it's like in astronomy, you have like closest to the Earth, farthest to the Earth is apogee or perigee. But then when you go closest to the sun, farthest sun, it's perihelion or apohelion. And each body, like the moon or Venus, there's like
For
closest and farthest point in an orbit. When you're orbiting Jupiter, it's apogee, perigee, or
That's how I guess if they just
yeah.
So that's why they had to give it
or
names.
apastron, periastron. Like some of them get quite bizarre. Apolloon, Periloon, I think is, or Cynthian is the moon too. That's a weird one. That looks good there. YouTube's fault. It looks fuzzy. It is focused. Northeast Florida. Yeah, is now moving out of eclipse.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of cool that it was in Leo.
Yeah. I just thought of that. I never really thought of the connection.
Well, we're not usually watching star stuff while there's light going back up. It's kind of nifty.
Yeah, it looks really good through the live Google page where I can see it. It's
Yeah,
actually
see
not
all of
tracking too
these.
bad.
Full moon.
See all the dark
It's
area.
really pretty naked eye.
Mhm.
Right.
All the windows are out. You know.
It's Florida. They're always out.
Yeah, this is true.
there's more reflective contrast. That's interesting because you don't normally see them at night. You just normally see the light of the planes. But
Say contrails, I'll get the chemtrail conspiracy theorists on the feed start talking.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I've tweeted contrails by mistake. It's a theory that that they're deliberately spraying, I don't know, mind control chemicals or whatever in the air.
Whatever.
See, now I'm saying it, so now I'm going to hear about it.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure everybody will. They call them chemtrails. Google chemtrails and see what comes up on the internet.
All kinds of wacky stuff.
LOL.
Very wild.
LOL. Yeah. Someone's following you up.
So,
How many people do we have now? Still 60 something?
77.
All right.
This is more I get on Periscope.
Oh,
Where are they from, did they say?
I saw a few people say Northeast Florida. Chemtrails are real. Yeah, here you go.
yeah.
Not much going on Twitter. No balls. When is the eclipse happening? It's happening right now. Only this isn't like a partial or total eclipse. This is more of a subtle penumbral eclipse. So actually, we're coming out of eclipse now over the next hour and a half. The moon still looks a little shady on one side, but we're not. Let me get back to lining up. Otherwise, we'll lose it. And it's much harder for me. It's easy as long as I'm here to guide it, to keep it kicked back into.
All right. Looking for the
Yeah, it's a nice night.
Always been bright.
The night I was out here 2 nights ago testing all this, the clouds were going by, so to compound all my problems, the moon would only come out for like a few seconds and go back behind a cloud and then come out. So we were trying to.
You know, your preliminary prep.
I was trying to test it to see.
There seems to be a lot of cloud cover around here.
Yeah.
When we went out to catch the meteors, we could see the clouds coming. We had a great big opening, right? And we're all laying out there in the middle of the street. And the clouds are coming, and the hole was getting smaller,
Yeah.
smaller.
You're like, don't rain on my
And all of a
meteor
sudden,
parade.
we had no hole.
Yeah.
We couldn't see a thing. I'm
This
like,
is-
are you kidding me? It was like 2 or 3 in the morning. We're out there.
You go, yeah. When you go through the effort to get
Summertime,
situated, it's not
summertime you
always-
get the thermal heating in the afternoon, and you get thunder showers every afternoon. So it's not. This is the best time of year for astronomy. Is January, February when it's clear and cold.
But we don't have a meteor shower.
No, unfortunately.
Yeah. So you have to go.
Summertime, sometimes in the morning it will be clear before it starts heating up, like 5 or 6 in the morning. It might be clear. So sometimes I would get out in.
That happened to us twice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
with
whole.
clouds.
Yeah, the whole.
Oh, and 2 nights ago, the mosquitoes. We had a warm day. Wednesday, I think it was. Mosquitoes were out Wednesday night when I was sitting out here.
That's weird.
They were out. They were
That was the
hungry.
first one.
That's the first of the season. The hungry ones when they first come out. Too.
That's
They're like,
weird.
we're ready to chow
In
down.
February.
Yeah, we had one warm day and they came out. I know we're saying this, and everybody else in North America, it's snowing right now.
Oh my God. Is
Glad
it?
we're not them.
Oh my God. Is it ever?
Mhm.
The Northeast.
I
really
just don't miss that.
the Northeast got pounded.
Yeah, and Sabrina said I think it's Monday they're having another big blizzard up there. So.
Oh, I wish I was there. It's kind of snow I like.
Actually, it's looking a little better on YouTube now. You can actually see some of the
Crater detail. in
some of
shadow.
the a little bit. It's a little overexposed, but
Yeah, the other morning they were going crazy. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, you
across
may
the
be able
way.
to hear
They kill them.
Oh.
hear off in the distance, kind of a yipping, not the barking dog. That's somebody's dog, but there's Arizona. We used to hear them all the time.
Yeah,
Coyotes.
they were all around.
They
coyotes.
would come in and steal the dog's food.
This is
Oh,
Wilds of Central Florida.
yes,
in the wild.
this is probably the last of the wilds.
Yeah.
My 10 acres is going to be the last of the wilds. This,
Yeah.
This general area.
this will be the only place that people will be able to come to breathe. because we have trees.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. The old oaks here are really nifty. There's that one over by Moses and Miriam's habitat.
Somebody in Washington State. What state are you in? What state is that? Probably going to shut down in the next 5 minutes. I'll just give people the warning if there's any astronomy related questions or Florida wildlife related questions. Yeah, it's looking a little better on YouTube now.
Cool.
Part of it is our internet connection is a little spurious here. So if looks, I know this from doing Periscope occasionally. If you don't have a rock solid connection for the internet, oh, lion.
More lions.
Lion roaring. They're warming up. Yes, it's hitting the mic.
We lied. We're not in Florida. But yeah.
Live from the savannah.
Somebody commenting.
Those are lions you're hearing, by the way.
Real live.
Is anyway, my Mother Nature comment. What is that sound? Those are lions that are actually here on this property.
No joke.
Yeah, that's our wake up alarm in the morning sometimes. I had a
Really?
car like that.
What
Good. Lions, yes, lions. OMG,
Yeah.
lions. Oh my, yes.
And tigers.
Hashtag lion life.
Yeah, lion life.
Yeah. I'll have to do a live stream with the animals here again sometime, just walking around at the enclosures.
Yeah, yours seems to be doing better on YouTube. When I tried to do the Facebook one, it was too pixely because I wanted to do a live one with Bosco.
I've never explored Facebook Live, yeah. So it's, although I like cats, so I am friends with the lions. Where are you? We are, this is broadcasting from Spring Hill, Florida, just north of Tampa.
And the lions are at Survival Outreach Sanctuary.
Yes. Meow. Oh. My moon recentered here real quick.
Okay.
I'm drifting off. Focus. Why is my camera not focusing? Or am I fogging up? No. We're actually not fogging up. Usually, that's why I have the hairdryer out here, is a lot of times you get dew and it starts, and I can't just wipe it off the scope because it will scratch the lens.
Right.
So the hairdryer is my answer. Sometimes when I'm broadcasting, every 5 minutes I have to get up here. Sometimes I put a little insulator pad around it, and that kind of helps too. But
We are in a very damp.
it's rare that it's
It's dry.
it's cold, but it's not really dewy out here tonight. It's
No,
kind of,
not
actually, it's a really good night. So you probably get a handful of nights like this in Florida in the year, like less than 4 or 5. Usually if it's cold and clear like this, it's like there's water dripping. I've had it where there's water dripping off the scope, and there's just like, I used to have a wooden box I'd put over the laptop, so at least it wouldn't get covered with water, which
Yeah, I
is not a
remember
good
that,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah. But not tonight. All right, I think I'm going to wrap up and look at comments one more time. The eclipse, the hashtag cat attack. Yeah. Fortunately, they're in enclosures here. So,
Sometimes.
yeah.
Not always.
Yeah.
But well, there's some stray cats running around occasionally. So there's some loose cat here. I'm going to shut down. So thanks for everybody that joined in. I know this is a very low tech, low key kind of broadcast. This is kind of a test for this eclipse, but maybe I'll do some other eclipses or just overall moon photography when it comes up. Well, let's say hello. All right. I think I am going to, yeah, we've been doing this for an hour. The eclipse is about over. The moon is right about out of it. So, all right, I'm stopping broadcast.